So, do we have all the Python modules installed? No, not all the modules are always available in your machine. Few required modules are installed by default, but advanced modules are to be installed on demand. Such modules are managed by the Python team at its site pyp.org as a package. Now let's begin. Some of the packages which we will be using for data analysis and visualization are NumPy and Pandas for data analysis, Matplotlib for data visualization. In the coming lectures, we will be covering NumPy. Pandas will be taken by Dr. Sharanjit Kaur. Matplotlib will be taken up by Miss Gunjan Rani. Coming to installation. NumPy can be installed by typing the following command. The command is pip space install and then the name of the package, that is NumPy. Likewise, the installation for Pandas and Matplotlib can also be done. NumPy Basics. NumPy stands for Numerical Python. It is a Python library which is used for working with arrays and matrices. NumPy was created in 2005 by Travis Oliphant. The n-dimensional array in NumPy speeds up the data processing. Let us understand this with an example. Python does the numerical computation slowly. Let us see that we need to say multiply two matrices and it is 1000 cross 1000. Then the multiplication would require 3 loops and Python would take more than 10 minutes to finish this multiplication. But if we install the NumPy package and do these calculations through NumPy, it will take less than 0.0 seconds. Therefore, we say that n-dimensional array in NumPy speeds up data processing. Let us move to the array basics. Array is basically a data structure which can hold more than one value at a time. Actually, it is a collection or ordered series of elements of the same type. The name of the array, for example, is A. This variable name, A, will have two things. One, the values which it can store, which is shown in the blue color, and the index, which shows the address at which the value is being stored. For example, it shows that at index 2, that is A of 2, we have stored the value 3. Likewise, at A of 99, we have stored the value 100. This is called as zero base indexing because the addresses in the memory in the array starts from 0. That means the address index starts from 0, goes till 99. It means that it can store total 100 different values. This zero base indexing is the same type of indexing which is being used in the case of lists in Python. You probably will be thinking that arrays in Python are almost the same as lists, but there is some difference between them. Let us concentrate on those differences now. Now, let us see here. These are the differences which one should know before starting with the NumPy arrays. Number one, list can have elements of different data type. In one single list, you may have integer value, float value, as well as string value. For example, here you have a list which consists of first element as integer, second element as float, that is 3.4, and third element as a string as word hello. But all the elements in an array are of the same type. For example, you can have an array of floats, or you can have an array of integers, but you cannot have mixed values in an array. It always contains homogeneous values. Second difference is elements of a list are not stored contiguously in memory, whereas array elements are stored in contiguous locations in memory. That means if the first element of the array is stored at 2002 location, then the next element will be stored in 2003 location only. This kind of operation procedure makes the operations on array faster as compared to that of lists. Third difference is that list does not support element-wise operations. For example, addition, multiplication. Why it doesn't support? Because the elements may not be of the same type. You might need to add 3 to all the elements of the list, but the first element being integer will allow this, but the second and third element being string will not have a valid operation as addition with respect to a number 3. Whereas in the case of arrays, element-wise operations are possible. For example, if A1 is an array, then it is possible to say A1 by 3 means that we will divide each element of the array by 3. Next difference is that list can contain objects of different data types. So Python must store with every element its data type. But in the case of NumPy array, it will store the data type only once. Therefore, we say that NumPy takes up less space in memory as compared to list, because arrays do not require to store the data type of each element separately. The last difference is list is a part of core Python, whereas array, that is which is called as ND array in NumPy, is a part of NumPy library. So you need to keep these differences in mind. One-dimensional array is like a table. Two-dimensional array is also called as a matrix. So thank you. Have a great day.